Now, when you were teaching, so eventually you got that bug again and thought that, okay, I'm going to compete. But also in this time, I do want to touch a little bit on you were doing some modeling and even some acting, correct? Can you
Yes.
explain a little bit more about the acting roles that you got and how these opportunities were opened up from competing in these pageants?
Yeah, so actually, when I was the team title holder, I connected with this woman, Serena, and her husband, Hudson, who she was a former Miss Hawaii Teen USA. And now the two of them at the time were living in Los Angeles. They were in the industry. And Serena now actually is an agent here in Hawaii, and she's my agent here, which is so funny to see it come full circle. But they really helped me out a ton. And after the team title, I moved to LA for a few years, they hooked me up with my manager, my first agent. And I mean, it just to me was so incredible because making the connection with them and meeting them is something I never would have done had I not won the title. And they really launched my career. They showed me where to go to classes, where to live, how to learn this and how to get connected. And I mean, here we are 8 years later, and I've been able to have a successful career doing commercials, a few TV episodes, and a couple Lifetime movies that are so funny. Lifetime movies are hilarious because they're so cheesy, but they play all the time, which is great.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it really was the pageant that helped me start that because just making that one connection did so much for me.
Did you have to move up to LA area to do some of these things, or were you just going back and forth and primarily living in Hawaii?
At that time, I fully moved over. And then, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I moved back to Hawaii. And because fortunately, it really worked out for me. The industry kind of moved in this direction where all auditions were things you taped yourself at home and sent in. So I no longer had to physically be there to get these opportunities. I could be here at home and then just fly to go to work whenever something would come up.
This is another interesting area too. What was your most memorable role or job offer? And what was that like?
Oh gosh, I've gotten to do some really fun things. I did an episode of Magnum PI, which was so fun and so cool to just be here in Hawaii filming because so much of the work that I do has been on the mainland. It was incredible to have such a fun job and it be here just down the street. But I also got to do some commercials that were pretty awesome. I shot something for Skechers where they had shoes that had prints of dogs all over them. So the whole commercial was just me playing with dogs.
Yeah.
And it was like the best day of my life. It was so fun because I didn't even feel like I was working. I just was playing with dogs and then people are filming it at the same time.
Got it. Got it. Oh, those opportunities it's kind of once in a lifetime, some of these opportunities just to get these roles and everything.